Definitely, there are unconscious biases that this is women work, this is man's works. They are always they are taking a child care, and because of that, sometimes sacrificing our own actually really good career. So that is I like all along actually was common,
Okay.
and yeah, that's what I would say. I have not seen that different because when we were discussing all across into the different women conference in globally, more or less actually challenges we faced actually of like similar to this actually.
Similar to this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A warm welcome to all of you. Very excited to have this leadership series and talk on behalf of Vishwakarma Institute of Technology to celebrate women and the women's leadership on International Women's Day. Vishwakarma Institute of Technology is proudly celebrating 40 years of excellence in education. As a distinguished autonomous engineering institute affiliated with the Savitribai Phule Pune University, VIT has taken some significant steps towards women education and women empowerment. Saksham, a center for women empowerment, has a vision of empowering women to lead with education, rights awareness, and opportunities, advancing gender equality and societal progress. I'm very happy to share with you that as we speak today and as we celebrate this Women's Day, we have over 3,400 female students and over 237 female faculty in VIT. And we are looking forward for this number significantly increasing as we go ahead. As a part of this series, as I mentioned, we are interviewing women leaders who have broken the glass ceiling, as they say, and achieved something significant in their careers in the leadership role, despite multiple challenges that they may have faced. I'm certain that listening to these stories, you would be inspired to work in the engineering manufacturing space and have that leadership role of yours carved out too. Very happy to welcome Ms. Vaishali Kulkarni to this forum. A warm welcome to you, Vaishali. Very quickly, would like to read your profile. There's a lot that you have done, and I'm hoping that through this conversation, people get to know you a lot better. But very briefly to introduce you, Vaishali Kulkarni is a mechanical engineer and currently serving as a director, Global Engineering Center, which she heads across Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia and America. So I think nothing really left across the entire globe. For John Crane, which is a Smiths Group company, she's based out of Pune, India. Before joining John Crane, she served for many years for Cummins in distinct roles like new and recon parts operations engineering, leader global product configuration, leader product line for Cummins in India. She has extensive technical and real world experience in projects and product engineering, and she served in many global companies in the past, companies like KSV Pumps, Textron, Virgo Walls, which is an Emerson company, and with local as well as global customers as a part of the engineering teams. In her current role, she is leading a huge team of support extensively for wet seal and wet seal systems worldwide, engineering solutions for proposal engineering, standardization and automation engineering projects, and CAD and design engineering for order execution. That's a very, very huge portfolio for you, Vaishali. I don't know how you manage so much, but hopefully through this conversation, we will learn from you how we can handle so much and actually grow in the leadership role. So warm welcome to you, Vaishali.
Thanks, Mayuri.
Yeah.
And all of you, like, very happy Women's Day. And I would be very happy and honored, actually, to talk about actually my career journey. And all VIT actually leadership team and Mayuri. Like I would like to thank for these opportunities, and I hope actually with this our conversation, like if I inspire even if one women actually engineer, my like our interview will be more like more than successful, I would say. But I'm sure actually
I'm sure
if I
there's a lot to learn. Before we even jump into your professional life, I would like to understand from you a little bit about your background. Where are you from? How was your childhood like? You come with so many years of experience, and I know back then very few women even chose engineering as a profession, or even if they chose it, they did not continue. So I want to understand from you what was so different about your background, your childhood, that you managed to actually achieve all of this during the time when it was not a very common practice for women to be where you are today.
Yeah, absolutely true. Because it was not common. Even today, it is not that common, but still, I think the representation has been improved. So I born and brought up actually in Pune, and my mother is now retired teacher, and my father was actually from defense background.
Okay.
But definitely, so we ours is a middle class family. But having said that, everybody was learned actually, well read actually into the family because, and most of them are from the teaching background because my uncle and aunts, they were on the, so education was the prime importance. You study whatever it you like, but yes, you need to study and then also keep a balance between your studies and your hobbies. So
Right.
in general, like it has been always actually, I would say they have encouraged like whatever it is a sports or in the actually studies, to actually participate actually in the different location actually also, like in the school days different type of actually we have competitions. And then for everything, I think I remember back what has made Vaishali today. It's all that goes to into that. And so it was a good, I would say, upbringing. And having said that, actually, always definitely more weightage on the, I would say, studies and maybe developing yourself like as a human being. Because my mother was actually teacher, but she was into the into the municipal school, so she
Okay.
was teaching underprivileged actually. So uh, if I see actually going forward actually today in my actually career also, the diversity and inclusion, if you ask me, actually Mayuri was the start from my childhood because
Really
she
wonderful.
was teaching and accommodating all the underprivileged, so they were never actually part of actually really I would say grown up civil society kind of things. Okay, because I saw that time lot of women actually, I mean to say girls, they are on to the fourth standard, seventh standard,
Mhm.
they were married actually. And
Wow.
my mother was trying to actually, because there are some tribal areas they are still actually doing that. And then my mother was actually trying her best to at least keep them up to the 10th standard actually into the school.
That's really
And there
wonderful
were
of her.
many times parents were coming to actually to like home to take consultation, and she was I would say coaching them. And that's my actually observation for that. And I don't know, that might be actually into back of my mind. You
While
feel
you
me?
were working. Yeah. But
Absolutely.
amazing. So it was not just one girl in the family that they
Yeah.
supported and helped grow, but a community of sorts.
Yes.
And congratulations to you to be born in such a family, which is so progressive. Interesting. And then you obviously started off on your engineering by joining a company. The world opened up for you. You have worked with multiple cultures. Now, when I see that Africa, Asia, Europe, I want to understand from you, from
Mhm.
a cultural perspective, how is it different in India and how is it while you're working across the entire globe? Is there a difference in the way we view women and the way the world views women? What is your thoughts on that for women working in organizations?
I think women working in organization all across, like Mayuri, I saw the challenges are more or less same. Okay,
Okay.
challenges are not much different. Only thing that some countries are progressive and some countries are, say, for example, developing countries. I saw the challenges all across, say, India, Mexico, more or less similar. While
Hmm.
slightly the challenges at maybe developed countries like US and UK's are actually slightly on a different, I would say, path. That
Okay.
is what. but definitely there are unconscious biases that this is women work, this is man's works. They are always they are taking a child care, and because of that, sometimes sacrificing our own actually really good career. So that is, I like, all along actually was common.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I would say. I have not seen that different, because when we were discussing all across into the different women conference in globally, more or less actually challenges we faced actually of like similar to this actually.
Similar to this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So how large is your team since you're handling almost the entire globe and the operations? How large would that team be?
Yeah, so currently we are like more than 150, and then there is a support actually contract engineers, so another 60 engineers we have. And organization wise, in engineering solution, we are more than actually 700, 800 people as on today.
700, 800 people, and almost 200 are people who are reporting into you. So
Yeah,
from a
yeah.
diversity and inclusion a perspective, it's interesting for me to know, have you ever faced any challenges because you're a woman leader?
Hmm.
Not to make this about not getting equal opportunities. I think all of
Yeah,
us are here because there were some really good men who supported that journey as well. But I'm interested to know from you that when you grew from, say, a engineer to a senior engineer, and then eventually now you're heading the entire globe as far as your development is concerned. Uh,
absolutely.
uh, is it challenging to lead a diverse group of people where you have a lot of representation? How does that, how do you handle those challenges?
So to handle the group, I would say reverse way, maybe for women being more empathetic. I think it is people management may be much easier for women. Okay,
Okay,
because if you see like just look at our families, like women holds the family most of the
right,
time. Okay,
right, right,
so and they really actually ensure that all relatives, extended relative families, they are really connected together rather than the main. So
right,
that way, if I see it's see the business and the families or personal is not that too different. It's a
right.
more or less same. So I think women are more, I at least with my personal experience, are more empathetic and they can connect more actually, and that way I think they can handle
The
more
big
strongly
advantage.
the team.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, Vaishali, very interesting point that you brought out in terms of the empathetic side that women bring out when they're leading, which is it's a greater advantage. I never thought of it that way. So really lovely. I want to understand from you that you worked in an MNC where there are few positions on the leadership and there are many takers. So I want to know from you, and there are India's full of talent. So I'm sure while you were, growing up the leadership ladder, there were a lot of people who were equally capable of actually reaching the position where you have reached. So I want to know from you, what do you believe was your mantra for success? What are the few things that you did right to be able to be identified for that leadership position in your organization?
So for me, I would say my success mantra is, and what worked for me also is lead with the purpose, and empower actually people and stay resilient. Because in general, like Payuri, I was never in the typical that race, because I was clear in my mind actually, like not in, like definitely honestly not from the start, because but when I started sensing on the leadership actually journey,
Right,
definitely I tried to find out actually articulate actually my own purpose actually. Okay, and almost 10, 15 years back, I wrote, and then every year I was trying to actually like working on that and refining on that, because it's a iterative process.
right.
So that is very clear for me that you need to like lead with the purpose, and I was really actually looking forward. And definitely I at the end maybe I would want actually to tell you about my career vision also, but that's the thing which I, if you ask me, honestly, I started on my leadership journey with the having the purpose in my mind, and definitely not actually bogging down and actually getting maybe depressed or anything if it is things are not working. Just keep going actually with
So
that.
you have a vision for yourself in terms of what you want to achieve, and then you
Yes,
work towards
yes,
that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Definitely not regarding the like I mean to say position or the title, but definitely what I want to do in my life.
Mm,
Yes, definitely that is what, and that is what I want to be recognized also.
right.
That's the thing I have definitely in my mind, because I
Right.
observed my parents and all that, and the kind of a goodwill they have actually created even after
Right.
their retirement. People
Right.
were coming to actually see them and take consultation. I said, oh, that's a different thing. And I never saw, honestly, Mayuri, in the professional life. Once you get retired,
No, everyone
people.
forgets you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
lasting actually impact you could do actually on the society or the people around you or people working with you. That's really important. Actually, are you
Very
helping them
true.
to make them success? Are you actually helping them for their career growth or whatever it
Very
is,
true.
whatever way? That's my thing. And
Very true.
another is the empowering actually people, because most of the role you must have seen, except my master black belt role in actually, I was actually in the people management. And
Right.
definitely I'm very passionate about people, and my team knows I'm very passionate about the talent also. And if
Wonderful.
I spot actually any talent, I definitely try my best to actually find out actually the right opportunity to fit that talent, so that
Right.
that talent can grow.
Right.
So that's
Right.
the another thing. And that's what actually I think my mantra is. And definitely, see, this is not a, I mean to say, easy journey. It is always a zigzag, and it is not a linear
Correct.
growth.
Correct.
So
Correct.
you need to be stay like resilient. So I do
Right.
actually like gone through the personal as well as the professional, actually, definitely roller coaster. But
Okay.
definitely I navigated through that situation, and then I just kept actually going on that.
I'm
So
so I'm so glad
yeah,
you brought this out because sometimes people think that say for instance you're managing so many countries, so I'm sure you must be having no fixed hour of working, right? Because if you have to be
yeah.
available for the US as well as for Africa and India, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure in terms of being available when required by the customer, and there must not be a
Yeah.
9 to 5 kind of a role for someone like you. Would that be correct assumption?
Yeah, absolutely. Unless and until I shut my laptop, because my work doesn't shut actually because all across the world, some or the other time zones are working, correct?
Correct,
So,
exactly. So
yeah.
I want to know how do you manage that balance in which case, because that's extremely challenging. And what I want the message to go out to people is that I'm seeing from your life that if you want to achieve something, you have to do that little extra bit as well,
Yeah, yeah,
and not expect the all the comforts to be there only, right? So can you
yeah.
spend some time on and how do you balance this out as a person in terms of your personal journey, your professional journey, and all these high pressures that may be a part of this leadership role? What would be your message for young people who want to grow into leadership roles?
Yeah, so I would comment on this as a, see, balance. Honestly, my experience is not actually, I'm trusting on that. I would say, Mayuri, it's a work life integration. Okay. So, because balance is really in today's world really impossible.
Mm,
And it's a reality. If somebody really giving me any tips on the balance, I would be really happy to take it. But honestly, it's a work life integration. And that way, even I'm coaching to my team also, because
right,
as you grow the career ladder, and if you have a such type of a global, actually, I mean to say, portfolio, you need to be little bit flexible. But then what you can do, definitely first thing actually, since we are talking on the Women's Day and on that contest, bring actually your family on board basically.
mm,
So
mm.
definitely my husband knows very much actually, and then my family also knows actually that my
It's a
work is like
challenging job,
this,
right?
correct? If there is, say for example, today I'm interviewing, I told actually my interview is on so and so time, please try to call after that, means bringing actually on them board actually, and
Correct.
telling them actually, okay, for this time I will be busy. And then, like, definitely for us, Saturday Sunday is off. I'm trying my best actually to like manage actually that way, that keeping actually that to the family and the
Managing both. Right,
respective
right,
things. But
right,
yes, my work week is busy, and those who are actually also wanted to opt, I I really want to like know them that yes, there is a stretch, and if you are ready to get that stage, and you will accommodate. I'm not saying actually, it just you have to manage what is urgent, what is important. Actually, all these things you have to also work with actually your manager,
right.
uh, like ensuring that there is a good trust. and not only the manager, your own team also, because sometimes actually your team also need to lean in, and you need to actually also work around that. So that's the way I think you can actually help. And I
Yes.
think it's not difficult, but that it's not easy also, and
Right.
you need to work. It will
Right.
not come automatically unless and until you work
You
and
put
you
in the
keep on
effort.
doing and navigating through this.
Right.
Actually, because today only I told you, like, just can you push, and then don't hesitate to ask the help also, okay?
Ask for
Because
help. Right.
yeah, because that is very important. And what I see actually, like, women tend to hesitate on that. Many times there is a room for actually, providing the help, but
Right.
how the other person knows unless and until you ask them, correct? That is
Right.
very important. So ask for help. That's what I would say.
That's a wonderful advice that you have given. And in the end, I would just like to say that our Prime Minister has put in a vision for Viksit Bharat. And for that, all of India has to be working towards the development of the country. And 50% of that country is women.
Yeah.
So we cannot ignore such a large representation if we want to grow as a country and on a global platform. So on that note, Vaishali, I just want to know three words that define you as a person, which we would like to remember you with on International Women's Day. Three words.
Okay, so I think like three words, I would say, like resilient, purpose driven, and empathetic. Okay, so resilience helped me to navigate challenges.
Right.
Purpose kept me grounded while driving the transformation that I did actually, and empathy helped me actually build strong teams, Mayuri. That's
Wonderful.
what I would say.
Wonderful, Vaishali. A big thank you to you. VIT wishes you a happy Women's Day, and we wish you all the best for your personal journey as well as your journey with John Crane. Thank you so much for taking time out and interacting. I'm sure you've not inspired just one, you have inspired many women who are listening to you right now. So, a big thank you to you.
Thank you, Mayuru, and thanks, VIT team. Thanks for the opportunities. Yes, and again, once again, happy Women's Day. Yeah, just keep going. That's what I would say simply.
Thank you. Thank you so much.